Hello sir, I hope you're doing well. So in this video is for our latest update and the clarification, some of the clarification that you have asked before. Uh, some days take over basically. So I will, sorry, okay. So I will provide you the credentials and a URL. Point to be noted that we have now two different servers. Number one server is the staging server, that is for testing and client revisions and everything, and another one is production, that will be the customer will have access to. So the thing is, the production server database, bridge, connections, cache, and everything, backend, frontend, everything is totally different. And the staging or development server, backend, frontend, database, cache, bridge, everything is different here. Now, why we are doing that? Because we don't want to interrupt the production server or lose any data. So for the consistency, we need to maintain this. Now we will provide you the staging admin portal, and after the you review the complete workflow and give feedback to us that we need this change or it is done or completed, then we will merge it to or push that code base to production server. Then customer will have access to it. Now for the update, this is the uh, conventional way of our work from now basically. So we will provide you the staging server URL. As you can see, you can type that from here as well, and we will provide you the user credentials or admin credentials of that, so that you can create anything, campaign, tickets, and everything from here. That will not disturb to the uh, production server anymore. Now our mobile application is basically linked to the production server. So anything you have tested here, this is for web and the web and the services of the mobile phones, sorry, the emails and everything, this purpose only. It is not actually uh, testable for mobile application. If you test it, we cannot really test it in our mobile application. It will not impact or anything to our mobile application. After you complete this feature, when we merge that to the production, then it will reflect the mobile application as well. So let's go one by one. For example, we have created a campaign here, hello test campaign for testing purposes. Then in the one question you asked that, for example, I have a campaign and I have a campaign for 1 month, then I have to provide or I want to distribute the prices in last 10 days, but in that last 10 days, first 5 days I want to provide normal prices, and last 5 days I want to give higher prices. So how can I do that? Yes, we can definitely do that. So let's create a campaign here. Master test campaign, description, now let's say my campaign will run from maybe October 1 to end of the October. Okay, now what is my draw date? In which period I want to draw or distribute the prices, I want to define here. I need to define here basically. So let's define a draw date. For example, from 20 to 31. It need to be inside this date range, because it will be the full campaign start and end date, and that should include the draw date inside that. Now we need to give a event location, let's say Dhaka. Then we need to give a picture here, so let's upload a random picture over there. Now if I create campaign, the campaign is created and it says it's running, right? So now for example, I have selected from 20 to 31, this period I want to distribute the price. Now for example, I want to distribute the precious prices in last 5 days. That means 26 to 31. So let's create that. So for creating that, we need to go to prices section. After we can reach here, we can create a category of the price. So let's name it something. Winter campaign 25 grand price. Let's name it that, and we need to select the campaign. For example, in here we have created master test campaign. You can select that, and when you select that, immediately you can see that available range is from October 2025 to October 31 25. So now in which date to which date in this date range I want to distribute this price category prices. Grand price of win. Okay. Now we have said that we have the precious prices over there, so we need to select 26 to. When you immediately select 26, you can see that must be after October 26. So we cannot really select the 20 or 21 anymore. So we have the only these options that in this period which one we want to select there. So so we have more than actually 5 days. So let's select the 5 days over there, then create the category. After creating the category, let's go to the view details, or we can edit that, we can do anything that we want. But now for individual price, let's add the price. Then when we select the winter campaign grand price, for example, as a price category for the master campaign, that will give us we can assign the price over there, that what would be the price name and what is the campaign. So let's say the campaign price name is iPhone. Now how many quantities? For example, 10 quantities. Grand price of winter, add the price. Then iPhone is added to the winter campaign 25 grand price quantity 10. That means in under this category I have 10 iPhones, so that is gonna distribute from 27 to 31, not before, not after of this date range. Now we can add another categories, of course. This is a bug that is happening here, that when we add the category, the pre-field of previous form is over here. So definitely we will fix that, no issues. So let's give a category name, winter campaign normal price. Master campaign, let's select that, and normal price, it says normal price. Now if I select, for example, 21, that means 20 to 26, for example, then create the category. And in this category, how many price I want to add, that will be only distributed 21 to 26. Then the main price grand price will be distributed 27 to 31. Alright, so in this way this will work. So we can add category, we can really upload the bulk CSV from here for price as well. You can see that you can copy the category ID and campaign ID, so that you can get that even it is category ID means this price categories ID, and campaign ID means the campaign, main campaign, or the master campaign. For example, master test campaign, that is the campaign. So these two things are needed when you upload the CSV, so that we can relate make the relation of these price categories over there. So this is one part of the update or clarifications, that how actually our um, price structure of the distribution controlling are happening over here by the price category. So this is one part of the update. And uh, let's make two different videos, or let's move on to single videos. All right, then we have the notifications, or how can we provide the engagement uh, or notification over there. So for that we have created a tab called Engagement Hub. We can send push notifications and email from here. So for that, it is the overview of the Engagement Hub, and we have two different options over there. One is group and one is history. So let's go to the group. We can have three different options over here: email, push notifications, and it is not clickable for now because we do not have any uh, token for our push notifications push token, so that this is disabled over there. Now you can select as much as possible. We are trying to grouping the users over here. For example, we can have event participants over here. For that we need to select for example the campaign. You can search the campaign from here. Let's say master campaign, and there is no user right now for master campaign who is participant over there. So you can see how many users is participant, or how many users gonna receive your mail. So for testing, uh, let's say it is not regular user, uh, so it is admin role basically. So you can see how many categories we have pre-made, and I think it's enough um, for now. So let's select all user. And also we have the custom filter that is not really uh, functional for now. We need to have the filter like we need to give you the option, and it will be, we can do that later on if needed. So for example, recent user, you can select user as a range. For example, I want to select from 1 October to 12 October. You can see there is no user that was registered in this date because this account is created today. So if we go to 13, then you can see one user is there. So for the thing that is, this user is not have any push token. Push token will create it when somebody log in by their mobile applications. In that time we will have their push token to push the notification on their devices. So let's click on send mail. So if we click on send mail, it is for example master test mail subject, master test mail subject content. If you fill that, and if you fill that as well, then the HTML content will be prioritized here. This content will not be prioritized then. So let's fill HTML content over here, that h1 hello sir, this is having example content, or let's generate a template from whatever, Jubilee maybe. With simple design. So let's skip the thing for now. Let why it is So we have the mail template over here. So it is writing and writing and writing. Alright, so let's give it a HTML content over here. Then you can select the medium or high or low. Then let's click on send mail, and email sent successfully to one user, it says. And if we go to the history now, you can see that master test mail subject is mail is sent. And if I go to the Gmail, then I can see that our HTML content is over here. Welcome to, thank you for join hub, and it is from the mail that you have provided. So yes, this in this way it will work for every group, and you can see the overview over here and everything that is needed. You can refresh that to get the updated informations. So yes, this is the engagement have policies. In the same way, you can throw push notifications as well. When the push when we provide or make it up to the production server, then you can test that as well. So yes, this is the things that you may need the clarifications and everything we have done over here. So thank you so much.